Hey, howdy, oh, everyone. Lost Leader here, and we got a lot of ground to cover right now. As you can see, this is my haul for August, and we got a lot. We got a lot. There's like 20 games here. Oh my god. So the first one we have here is called Mad Dash Racing. That's right, music by Moby, Fatboy Slim, The Crystal Method, and more! Ridiculously ridiculous. Have anyone actually heard of this game? Because I haven't. I'll tell you that much right now. This is definitely one of those Xbox games that feel to me like they were like used once essentially and then never again. Never ever again. They were really trying to hit that that mark for themselves where they're just like, oh yeah, we're family friendly and oriented and whatnot. And we have good stuff here. And it's all wacky and zany, and I definitely have it here. It's here. Even has a nice little instruction manual and everything. I actually got it for $1.99, and I pretty much only got it because it is literally looks like a failure commercial thing that they tried really hard to sell. What even is that thing? Is that supposed to be a cat or just a bat, or is that Arrow from the SNES and Genesis games? Like honestly, like legitimately, this is just so like daftly awful. It feels like a Cartoon Network ripoff that people try to do and whatnot. Let's see, players 4-1, and it's supposed to be like Mario Kart essentially. This is supposed to be like their Mario Kart, because they were trying to rip off Mario, trying to get as many things as possible, because Xbox had like no child-friendly games. As much as they wanted to try, they got like grabbed by the ghoulies, I think, and Blinks, which is a game that I do want to get, but oh my god, dude, they really did not have a lot. And it's really just a sad thing that it pretty much went down this way. But that's why I got it, because there's a lot of games like this on the Xbox that just did not see, a lot of day for a lot of people, and it's one of those things that's, if you see this kind of game as a collector, you should probably get it. Because it's just one of these things that just people are not going to pay attention to, they're going to destroy their copies, and it's going to be worth like, at least, a full $5. Amazing collecting value, right? Oh, Mad Dash Racing. I literally got you as a stupid joke. Now, I'm not sure completely on this one. I might actually be showing the same little thing I had again. I'm not positively sure. I just remember having this. So, if I already showed it before, please forgive me. I have a lot of games to show and whatnot, and I try to keep them in order to be like, this is all the things that I got for this month. This is all the things I got for this month. But that doesn't always happen. That just simply does not happen. At the very least, I could say that I have Avatar, probably all the first one, because there's like a disc missing here, and I don't know. I don't know if that actually is the case or not. But I did get this for $1. It was $3.99 or $5.99 or some guys like that. It was just got it on color tag sale. And Avatar: The Last Airbender, definitely good cartoon. Most definitely. Great animated series, just in general, just has a great thing to it. I mainly don't want to get the Avatar series. I mean, like, I got this because it was $1, and Avatar is really good. But I want to get, like, the Blu-ray of, like, both Legend of Korra and both, this one right here, the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because it's really just wonderful to watch over and over again. And it's one of the few cartoons that I would like to actually own. Because, I do not like to own a lot of cartoons. For a number of different reasons. I don't like to own a lot of things that just I can watch on TV, and I know that I don't want to want to rewatch it unless it shows on again. But Avatar is definitely not one of them. Avatar I would like to own. But yeah, I hope I didn't show this again. I apologize if I did. It's still a fancy box too. That's partly the reason why I got it. It has little water tribes area and whatnot. And that's really cool. So yeah. Next up we have here is this little set of the Sims on the GameCube and PlayStation Underground Jampack demos. Oh, Gran Turismo 2, Spyro 2, and Jammin' Lammy. Yeah, I'm gonna play on Jamalami. That's pretty much the only reason why you really need this. But I actually got this at a Goodwill that is like far from my house. It's one of those places that I have to like go over there every now and again just to see if they have anything cool. Even has Tomba 2. I actually own Tomba 2, but for those that don't know, Tomba 2 is a very how to say, hidden gem sort of game. They didn't make a lot of copies of it, unfortunately. So that's kind of like, if you can't get Tomba 2, you can at least try to get this game, which I'm sure they did not make a lot of copies of this one either. This is the demos and whatnot. Unjamalami is definitely another one that I want to play, because it is, for those that don't know, Unjamalami is the sequel / spin-off to Parappa the Rappa. That was originally what it's supposed to be. And then everyone didn't like Unjamalami for some reason or another. I guess they don't like llamas, not sexy enough, I don't know. But suffice to say, she used a guitar and she was actually pretty cool and fun. Also, we have Spyros 2. There's a lot of like 2s in here. This is right around the time where the PS1 was just getting into jive into second gear. So I did get this for cheaper than that, cheaper than the $299. Yeah, don't focus. Don't focus then. Just unfocus the bunch. Ah, that's good. It was $2.99. Believe me, I got it for half off, so it was $1.50. So that was a nice little bit. And I really do love these demos here. I just, like, if there's anything that people could, like, just, like, show me, like, as terms of, like, what do you have for your collection? Like, demos! Ah! Because there's something about demos like this that just really encapsulate what the game industry was all about back then. And admittedly, a lot of it was bad because it's just like, oh yeah, you know, we gotta make all the gamers buy all our games. Look how much the PS1 has. It has everything. It's great and bad at the same time. You know? Of course, the Sims here. I actually have not played any of the Sims games, and I know that's like people wondering out there at home going like, how could you not want to kill a Sim? Make them want to pee and then die. It's like the funnest thing ever. Why don't you do it? I don't understand you, Lost. It just... I was a roller coaster tycoon kid more than anything else. That's all I gotta really say. I don't really like playing on the PC a lot. And then when I see these, I'm just kind of like, I don't really care because they all look the same. All the Sims games, all the Sims games look the same. I understand that's the aesthetic and everything. But that's just something that's not going to be my selling point for when I buy a game. Of course, now I do have a good amount of Sim games now. Frankly, I think they're bottom of the barrel type stuff, if you want to ask me, like, truthfully. But it's just one of those things that just, like, I like it, but it just, when will I have the time, you know? It's kind of like Harvest Moon, but Harvest Moon I actually want to try to properly get into. The Sims is just kind of like, I'm going to do like a one funny thing, and that's it. That's going to be the end of the whole entire thing. But it is still nice to have it, and this is a really good case if you haven't noticed. I did have to get this for $2.99. If I could just... No, fine, don't! Doesn't want to show up. It's $2.99. I got it for $2.99. I got that one Google and whatnot, so I was just like... Next up, we have these little things right here. Rise of the Kasai and Guilty Gear. I think I actually got that along with the Avatar collection here. Because it's yellow tag, and I know I got these for $1. This one is just a weirded oddity right here, the Rise of the Kasai. But it's nothing too bad. It just feels to me like it's going to be one of those PlayStation 2 games that are just like, I'm trying to be like its own like new thing, and you could like play as these people. Would you believe it? Falling excessive footsteps. Hollywood Reporter. What? Game Informer, if you thought the mark of curious Raw was fearsome, Rise of Wait, it's a sequel? Is this seriously a sequel? Most anticipated upcoming games. Okay. I don't believe you. I mean, I like her. He's okay, I guess. Topic sword. But I like her. And it feels like one of those generic games that they really were just trying to like upsell to you. Just kind of like, okay, I guess. This one, however, Guilty Gear. Did you know they made a Guilty Gear game on the DS? This is it. I actually already own a copy, a full copy too. We're talking like with instruction books and the manual and Those are the same things lost, get it together. But I own this. I own the cover and everything. So this is just a little extra thing for me because I know it's just kind of like a really interesting game. And maybe I actually like face my friends in it and whatnot. But that was the first time I ever got to play as Bridget, and Bridget's a cutie. I love him. He honestly, he's one of the few boys that I like in terms of video games and whatnot. So yeah, I guess you get a little glimpse of that. But yeah, it's really weird. Like this fighting game is on a DS, and trust me, it does not work. They try to make it like Smash Brothers. It doesn't work well. It is hilariously off-putting. It's not bad in the bad sense. It's off-putting in the most just like, why did they do this? No one forced them to do this. This feels like a dare of a game. Because it is. This next little bit here, I got at the Goodwill that doesn't really have like tag sales and everything. So I got these for just kind of like a bad price, honestly. And I kind of regret them. Because they were just PS1 games that I saw there. They actually look pretty nice and snaggy, but they're racing games, honestly, and racing games are just kind of the same. If you want to beat me up, meet me outside, but I'm just gonna tell you that right now. They're all kind of the same. I mean, yeah, I got Ridge Racer, but it's nothing too big on my block. I mean, if anything, I probably should have got Ridge Racer and left it at that. And admittedly enough, having these PS1 games is pretty freaking swanky and cool, but it's nothing to be like, I made a good deal on this because I paid $3 for each. And I'm sure other people are like, $3, that's like a real good deal. But to me, it's just like, I didn't really want these games to begin with, but I'm still buying them. I want to give myself something good. But that doesn't in comparison to this game. See, Blue Dragon here has a very interesting story. It was made by the people that made Dragon Quest, essentially. At least one of the directors and whatnot. I believe it is stated around here. Oh, Akira Toriyama. He was the one that helped the Dragon Quest aesthetic and whatnot. And it's really, really, really cool. You're not gonna focus. Anyway, as you can see right here, it just has like a nice little like story overlord to it. Overloader. What am I trying to say? Oh, come on, say words properly. Suffice to say, Blue Dragon is one of the very only JRPGs you can find on the 360. I'm not even joking here when I say that, because you literally can only find this Blue Dragon, this one, right here, on the 360. There is a sequel, sort of like reboot thing called Blue Dragon Plus on the DS, but it's on the DS, and I mean, as much as the graphics are kind of like PS2 era, it's still better than DS graphics. That's no lie. That is not a lie here. And I actually did get it with all the manual here, which is really awesome. And if you can see right now, disc 1, disc 2, disc 3. Yeah, you know how the the 360 doesn't really have Blu-ray? Yeah, that's because it has to make everything into DVDs. So if you make everything into DVDs, it doesn't hold quite as much information as a Blu-ray does. So you actually need 1, 2, and 3 discs total in order to play this bloody game. It's ridiculous, to say the least. But I'm very glad to own another copy of Blue Dragon, and that's right, it's another copy of Blue Dragon. But I got it for $2.99, with original Blue Dragons usually selling right now at GameStop, I believe, for $10, because it hasn't really gone down in price. GameStop, for those that don't know, has a very weird, rigid sort of pricing thing. So if anything reaches $10 and is kind of like this game right here, where not a lot of people know about it, it's not going to go under $10. Like, you'll be lucky to find that happen. If it's a AAA game, you will likely be able to find it for $5 way down the road. And we're talking like super down the road. Like Assassin's Creed just recently went down like to the $5 bin. And like there'll be that. But for the most part, you're going to see game increments in 5, 10, and then I believe it's 20, which I don't understand why they don't do 15 a lot. They don't do 15 a lot. It does happen, just not very often. Don't expect a 15 game to happen there for GameStop. But it'll go 20, and then it'll start doing increments of anything. honestly, after 20. They get kind of crazy after that fact, and you don't really see anything really past $20 when it comes to a pre-owned game. Pre-used game, as it were. I hate how they keep me doing that, but Blue Dragon, if you can find it for $10 or under, you should definitely get it. I haven't personally played it yet. I know that's kind of like really weird to say, but considering I have 2 of these versions and whatnot, but I know I could see heart in a game, and this definitely has heart, and I just feel like it's gonna be fun. I don't think it's gonna be the greatest game of all time. It's just one of those things like, hey, what would a 360 RPG look like? That's not Lost Odyssey and looks like fun instead of sad and painless. I think it kind of looks like this. At least I hope it does. Now these 2 I want to do in a row here. And I say that like that because it's just the PS4. They are new games and I just kind of got in the way they were. I did get this at GameStop, just so you all know. It does not come with any of these. It does not. It just has the disc, and that's it. I wish it came with the little things that the other one has. Apparently I have to put it on upside down because I did that stupid Lost. But see how that, it comes with weaknesses and whatnot. This is really cool. This one does not, but I will say to you all right now, get this game. And I truly do mean that. It has Mega Man 9 on it. And Mega Man 9, as far as I'm concerned, is the best Mega Man game. Fight Me RL and everything. Yes, that includes the X Series. The X Series is garbage. Fight Me RL. I don't give a heck. But in all honesty, 7, 9, and 10 are one of the best Mega Man games out there. 8, no, 8 is not. The Wily stage is alone are enough to put it down several pegs. And that does not include the fact that its stages are just generally too long and just don't work. But for the most part, Mega Man 9 is just the perfect collaboration of, essentially, what Sonic Mania is. So if you like Sonic Mania or like, wow, this is the best greatestness of all hits of the Sonic 2D era, you'll like Mega Man 9. Because Mega Man 9 is all the best hits of the Mega Man era. And that is just astoundingly amazing. And it works so well. Mega Man 10, on honesty though, I will give it this. It is the best entry point in the entire series. I'm not joking. It has easy mode. That's all you need to know about it. And 7 is just delightful, honestly. I find it delightful. I don't understand why people hate it, because you're stupid. But Sonic Mania. This is not my own. My friend just gave me this little slip here, but they decided to let me redeem it on their account on my PS4. And for those that don't know about PS4 Share, if you choose your PS4 to have a primary account on any given console, you can only do it on one now, unfortunately. PS3 was like, you can do it on 3. You get to play the games that everybody else bought, essentially. And that's just the coolest thing ever, so I'm able to play Sonic Mania now. And I have that a little bit and whatnot. It's just, doesn't really come with anything. Code's already used. Don't use the code, people. It's used. You're wasting your time. But, Knuckles and Sonic and Knuckles, they're all pretty swanky. I like the game so far. Again, I'm not a big fan of Sonic 2D, so it's not like a biggest sell point for me, but it's just one of those things that's like, I got it too, kinda, I guess. So yeah. Now this here I believe is my actual last thing I purchased for August, but it's not the last thing I'm going to show you. I want to show you the big old thing. I'm sure you already seen some of it. But this is what I got for my last little part of the haul. Now these movies here, I don't care about. I literally got them because my grandma likes movies, and I don't, but she's just like, I like her. So I decided to give her movies that she might like. Cowboys vs. Aliens, I'm pretty sure it's very bad. Honestly, I'm not going to lie here. I'm pretty sure it's a bad movie in general. Getting panned a lot and whatnot. Although I had to say, its cover and everything look really nice. And it does have everything in it, the combo pack. Of course, the digital copy is no longer good, because that's just the way it is. But it has Cowboys vs. Aliens, and for those that don't know, in her era, which is like around the 1950s and such, Westerns were the biggest of deals. And if you want to give older grandparents something really great for them, something Western. Honestly, I'm not even joking here. They really do love it. It's the best thing ever. Because they're like kids again. They live in nostalgia and whatnot. This is something that happens. And I hope this isn't too bad for her, but it might be. Now this one right here, Jason, sounds safe? Okay. I have no idea what this is, honestly. I don't care. I really don't care. Excellent. It's Jason Stathama's best movie. Okay, sure, whatever. I'll agree with you. It just looked like a fun little, like movie where he protects the girl or something like that, and I feel like my grandma will like it. It's kind of funny because I haven't, like, actually given it to her yet, but just like, This is the only one out of the three that I have here that I'm just kind of like, oh, yeah, you know what? In time, she might actually like this, and it was a pretty interesting concept. Now, for In Time, basically, everyone's immortal, and you only die when you lose your time. So you get time from other people, you could exchange it for money and currency, and rich people could live forever, essentially. It's kind of stupid premise, but kind of cool, too. I really doubt it actually, like, does it really good. But it's a thriller, and my grandma loves thrillers. I know she does. I mean, hey, just because someone's old people does not mean they don't like to, like, see action and things like that. That's not even the case. My grandma watches Game of Thrones. Like, I made her do that. I made her watch Game of Thrones. I'm not a fan of Game of Thrones. I just knew that's something that she would like because of that. So I'm just, it's alright. So it's fine. I also have another one that I actually gave to my brother. I should be able to put a photograph of it here. What was it called? Pineapple Express, I believe it is. That stoner comedy with Seth Rogen and whatnot. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan of Seth Rogen for a number of different reasons. And none of it has to do with his personality, and everything has to do with his comedy. Isn't that weird? Isn't that a weird bit? Just like, I don't mind him as a person, but I mind him as a comedian. Because it's just, he feels lazy to me, and it's a stoner comedy, and like, hey, I'm a druggie, and I'm hanging out with my drug dealer. Isn't that weird, woozle wazzle? But to be fair, I'm not a fan of a lot of movies. I hate fun in general, as you could probably tell. And, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna shit on you for liking Pineapple Express. It's just one of those things, just like, I would never watch this movie. It does not interest me in the slightest. Maybe that's because I haven't done drugs. I guess. I'm just too vanilla for that. Whatever, I don't really care. Yeah, we got an action-packed thriller sequel here. I feel like this is my most AAA game that I ever did do. Call of Duty, Finest Hour. Max Payne, because I actually have not got Max Payne, so I was like, get Max Payne. And God of War, which I think is my third copy. Or maybe, or something, I don't know. It probably is my third copy. I don't have everything else in it, but it was $1, and I was just like, $1? Hey, howdy-o. Take that. Yeah, all these were $1, by the way. All these were $1. Max Payne also has a little manual and whatnot, and should be fine. I can actually play it. But not, yes, I can. Cool. So that's a nice little bit. And it's really nice and fancy to actually, like, look at this thing and just see it. Max Payne is a man with nothing to lose. I didn't get into Max Payne because literally it doesn't look interesting. I'm sorry. It feels like a generic cop movie. I know it sounds weird, but that's just the case. Call of Duty, Finest Hour. It had everything in it, so I was like, okay, cool, I'll get it. And I know the Call of Duty games are supposed to be good, like, essentially until we get to, like, the really like let's release one every year because we like money, and Activision was like, that sounds like a good idea. But it's at least, cool to have, like, one of the first ones out here. And I'll eventually start playing Call of Duty. Not to any degree of just like, I'm gonna play multiplayer because it looks fun. No. I really hate shooters in terms of multiplayer. Unless it's Splatoon or Overwatch. And I don't know why that's the case. That's just the case. I guess it's a mobility factor to it or something. I don't know what it is. These people, it just looks too gritty, honestly. It looks too gritty. I like my pretty colors. I miss them. I'm so glad they're back, or coming back at least. But, this is started the trend of just, let's make everything gritty and dark so we don't have to render everything. Pretty sure that's what it was, right? Also, we get to play as Britain, or Russia. And especially, our boys in blue. Yeah. Got all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For $7. No lie. A lot of these things here, though, just so you know, they don't have manuals, and their discs are kind of bad. I guess this is the good one. This is the good disc. Never mind. I lied to you, girl. Maybe it was this one. Was it this disc? I know several of them were actually really bad discs. Sure, just make a liar out of me. Just make a liar out of me. By the way, I was surprised to know that there is 2 of these things on the PS2. I honestly thought there was one. I guess there was just this one or something. It's not like really a bad thing here. It's just that if you have the 360 version of this game, you're set. Like, I'm not even joking here. You are set. I really should show you all that sometime, but it is the Define Namco Museum, the 360 version, and it's great. Not to say that these don't have like really great games to them. But yeah, it's just kind of like one of those things where it just has really older games and they're trying to like bank on nostalgia and just like remember these old games I used to play. And people are like, yeah, kinda, let's buy some for like a lot of money. That's too much. Well, once was a quarter is now $50. Congratulations. I guess. It's just one of those things that just, I was like, it's a part of history and whatnot. It's for $1. I'll take it. I'll take it, I guess. Now these ones here I wanted to get to next, because Slide 3, I believe, is pretty freaking bad. Oh, no, never mind. It was Kingdom Hearts all along, sorry. I forgot that was a thing. So I have another Kingdom Hearts game. I really do. I totally forgot this is Kingdom Hearts. I really did. Although I do remember actually going to this Goodwill and they were like, had 2 Slide 3s and Slide 1. I was just like, crap. Because none of the Slide 1 games actually looked functional. They're all like really badly scratched. I was just like, no. It was so sad to see because I was just like, I really wanted to get this game and it's just not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Oh. Still, Slide 3, if you actually are able to get it, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fantastical. But Kingdom Hearts 1, you're better off not getting on the PS2. This is just kind of like, this is all you have. It's $1. I mean, are you gonna really say no to Kingdom Hearts 1 for $1? I'm not going to. But if you really do want to get Kingdom Hearts, I suggest going PS4 route or PS3 route. PS3 route if you want to stream and just don't want to be bothered with things getting blocked, because I'm sure that's a thing. But PS4 should be good enough too. Just one of those things that's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. It's cool though. Slide 3, everybody. I mean, Kingdom Hearts. Then we got this, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. This is one of the ones that I was just like, I need to get this, because I don't have the actual original version of it. And it has the manual. Lovely manual. And it has the game. It's a lovely game. And is it everything fine and dandy like her candy? Yes, it is. It is indeed. I'm very happy about that. Because I remember looking through all these games and going like, oh god, no. Is everything bad? Honestly, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, I don't think is great. Like, in terms of like one of the greatest games of all the great games out there, it's a great game, but the way that I was sold on it, it was like supposed to be one of the best of all time. It just kind of doesn't really have that. It has a nice little plot to it and everything. I definitely like the franchise as a whole. And I still need to actually play 3, which I'm sure I will at some point soon. But it's just really nice. I just like to have the original, so that's cool. Having the original is fun. Yeah. And now we also have Hitman, Blood Money. I'm not sure which like numbered version of Hitman this is, but Hitman is a franchise that I definitely want to get into, if only for the fact that it has the Kane and Lynch series. Doodle-doo! That's right, it was this little sneak peek video of this epic of the Kane and Lynch. I was just like, what? By the way, Kane and Lynch, everybody, if you those that don't know, really bad game. Got someone on GameSpot fired because they gave it a correct score. A correct score of really bad. And they were like, don't do that. Was this actually like a good condition game? Was it actually? I guess it was. I thought it was bad. I was only getting it for this right here, the Kane and Lynch thing. I guess not. I guess they're all good. At least so far that I've seen. Maybe I have magic powers and things just get, you know, cleaned and better. I don't know. But here we have Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo. First Frights and the Spooky Swamp. I do not know why they have this art style. I really, really do not. But obviously it was by the same studio. Now, First Frights just kind of sucks because it just doesn't have the manual. I'm just like, oh no. And actually, I don't know, it's got some scratches and everything, but it should be able to play. And let's see here. I think this is actually supposed to be like done with, how to say, like supposed to be like with the first Scooby-Doo movie that Cartoon Network was like really selling. As you can see, these are both WB games. And WB, if you don't know, owns Cartoon Network. And it was pretty cool that they had all these like neat little ideas they wanted to pull off, but they don't look so great. At least this has the manual here, and it's the Spooky Swamp and whatnot. And I'm sure for those out there that are like wondering about Lost and Skippy, if there are any, in terms of, are you gonna do Scooby-Doo? I gotta say to you, yeah, we're probably gonna do more Scooby-Doo. I don't know, we just like doing them. I don't know why this happens. I really doubt there's going to be good games, because we fell into some good games so far for Scooby-Doo, and that's surprising. But here, it's just kind of like, they look bad. They look real bad. But that is my full collection. It's ridiculous, right? For just what 1 month will do to you. Got a lot more. Well, I don't got a lot more coming in, but I'm allocating a lot of money to Force of Will and everything like that, so I'm not sure how much I'll actually do for that, how much I'll have for Goodwill still, but it's still really good. I suggest going to your Goodwill, buying the things, and just having a great time with saving money, because you get things like this. What am I gonna do with this pile? I already have like several thousand piles. Oh god.
We're ready and waiting for you. Come on, pull up to the starting line and rev your